Sister, you grew up on a small estate. You're probably more used to the back door.
Don't bother. The gate's locked. Just ram it. And we're in.
My daughter, I've spent all these years searching for you so desperately.
I have too, Dad.
Your name?
Sienna.
Good. From now on, you're Sienna Harper.
But Sienna was given by my dad.
It's fine. He raised my daughter for 20 years. Why not let him have the name?
You're quite generous.
The address is on the note. Drive yourself home. Oh, and there's also an imposter at home. I've spoiled her rotten. You'd better be careful.
I suddenly feel a bit guilty that my acting earlier wasn't invested enough. I've really outdone myself. My first ever fender bender, and I'm starting with such a high-end target.
It's fine.
It's that simple.
You hate my car?
Just to avoid it.
Hey. 2 blocks, and you rear-ended me 3 times. You're something else.
This is definitely surreal.
Sorry? The front door is locked. Sister, you grew up in a small village. Entering through the back door should feel more familiar to you.
A triple collision was exhausting enough, and yet someone still shows up causing trouble. Paul was right. It figures this adopted daughter is spoiled and arrogant. No need for all that trouble. The gate is locked. Just ram it open. The car belongs to Paul. The gate belongs to Paul. And he's the one who spoiled her. Perfect. It's just a grocery getter. I won't care if it's wrecked. I bet. She thinks I'm just bluffing.
Ah!
See, I'm in.
Did you ram the gate with your car?
If he wants to make a thing of it, I'll just pay him back with the card he gave me. The balance is staggering.
Ha 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 ha. Good. As expected of my daughter. You got the balls. I like your spirit.
Dad, try these eggs. I spent all morning on them.
Oh, did you cut your finger? You'd better get to the hospital. If you wait any longer, the wound might already be healed. I haven't eaten either. Why don't you make me a plate too? Low oil, low salt. Thanks.
Sure. Dad, how do you have time to stay home with me?
It's nothing. I'm setting up a blind date for your sister.
A blind date?
Go upstairs and freshen up a bit. He should be arriving soon.
Dad, who did you set her up with? What kind of date is he? It's not one of those middle-aged bachelor friends of yours, is it?
Uh-huh. You'll see once he gets here.
I'll endure it for the luxury cars and mansions. He looks like he has a good build. Too bad I'm nearsighted. I can't see his face at all.
Dad, the date you said you were introducing to her. Is Greg Sutton?
Greg Sutton? That name sounds so familiar. Hello, It's him. I finally remember. Why that name sounds so familiar. A famous entrepreneur. He took over the family business at 24. Earlier this year, someone online started a citywide poll for the most wanted hubby list. Greg Sutton won the title with 3.5 times the votes of second place. At work, my colleagues gossiped about him a lot, like a secret marriage and child, or marrying a wealthy woman in her 40s. They say he's an entrepreneur on the surface, but actually ruthless, and has blood on his hands. There are even rumors of him stealing his nephew's woman, pitting uncle against nephew. The scandals are endless. Does a man like that really need a blind date? Hello, I'm Sienna. I'm so sorry about yesterday. But I didn't expect the date Paul set me up with to be you.
Who said it was me? Your blind date is my nephew.
The nephew whose girlfriend you stole?
Stop listening to gossip.
Uncle Harper.
It seems the rumors were wrong. The relationship between them seems pretty good.
Hello, Nolan Sutton.
Mr. Nolan, you seem to have made a mistake. Your blind date is over there.
I know, but a formal introduction should always come last. Hello, I'm Nolan Sutton. I'm your blind date today.
The Suttons didn't stay long. They only invited us to attend the banquet tonight. He insisted on giving his invitation to Paisley Harper.
Sienna, after all, Mr. Sutton is the one Dad set you up with. If I go, you won't be mad, will you?
I will. I get angry easily. So don't go tonight. Paul and Greg went out to talk business. Nolan dropped his polite act.
It's fine. I gave you the invitation. If anyone's unhappy, they can come see me.
It's almost funny. This little manipulator must be feeling smug again.
Sienna, today was supposed to be your blind date. I didn't expect Mr. Sutton to insist on giving me the invitation. I'm so sorry for ruining your date. If I'd known, I wouldn't have come downstairs today.
It's fine. I wasn't interested anyway. Don't you think? His uncle seems more intriguing.
You mean Greg? Dream on. Plenty of women want Greg, but every single one of them met a miserable end.
Is that so? Evening. The Suttons arrived on time to pick us up.
Sorry, the car is full. Why don't you ride with my uncle?
That's just what I wanted. He's literally an icebox. I can't find anything to talk about at all.
Not going to lie. Are you an insurance agent?
So, do you want to buy? I'm down to apply right now.
No.
After dealing with the accident, we were over half an hour late. The banquet had already started. I'll attend with you. In what capacity?
As my date.
I linked arms with Greg and walked straight toward Paisley.
Actually, I've always felt sorry for her. Daddy and I have both tried our best to make it up to her. But she just won't accept me. I personally prepared this welcome dinner for her. But because she was upset, she slapped me.
What kind of banquet is this? If I cause a scene, will it be serious?
Not at all. Do whatever you want. Paul will be covering your ass.
Everyone knows that I, the elder sister who just returned to the family, hit you. If I don't make this slap official, It seems like a waste. Last night, she secretly spit into my glass. I wanted to raise my hands then. Paul was home at the time. I didn't want to cause a scene on my first day back, so I had to hold back. Thanks to her today, this slap is perfectly justified.
You.
It's nothing. Just a scratch. The glass you just smashed is from President Clark's private collection. It's worth $13 million. Pay up.
13 million?
Is this glass really worth that much?
It isn't. But my face is.
His face? But considering his net worth, that actually makes sense. The atmosphere felt a bit tense for a moment. I even felt bad for his wallet. But Paul didn't seem to care at all.
Don't worry.
Paul wants to ask you for a collab, right?
Smart.
Paul intentionally said he had things to do and wasn't going back to Rose Mansion, so he asked Greg to drive me home. And just like that, on the way home, I ended up in Greg's luxury car again.
Sienna,
How about I drive on the way back?
this car is only 3 days old. I don't want to replace it just yet.
Luckily, he didn't press the matter further. Sporting a super cute Band-Aid, he dropped me off right at my door. I know him. Brian Harper. My biological elder brother. Actually, this is the first time we've met. Brother.
Don't worry, Paisley. Whoever wronged you, I will make them pay.
Since you showed no respect at our first meeting, why should I hold back? Don't wait for later. I'm right here. How do you want to make me pay for your sister? Come on.
You just hit Paisley at the banquet?
I did. She was telling everyone I hit her, so I gave her a slap right then and there to make her lie come true. Your dear sister even threw a glass at me, costing Paul $13 million. Over $10 million. Brian. Paul only has one son, you. His money is your money. I even feel bad for you. I'm in a great mood today. I can finally get a good night's sleep.
You didn't really think that slapping me last night was the end of it, did you? Sienna, don't think you can pull off the runaway heiress bit. You grew up in some backwater village for over 20 years. How could you ever compete with me? Since I was a child, I've had the best of everything. I received the finest education and traveled to countless countries. I've seen more of the world than you've had hot meals. I'm the one who was raised as the pampered Miss Harper. You're just a late-arriving phony. What makes you think you can replace me?
All those questions are getting annoying and a little bit ridiculous. First of all, let's get the facts straight. I might be the one who arrived late, but you're the real phony. You were treated like royalty for 20 years. Only because everyone mistook you for me. It was Paul who found me and brought me back to the family. I never planned to come back and take anything from you. So there's no need for all this hostility.
But I still hate you, sister. Sienna, don't break it. Sienna, if you're upset, you can take it out on me. But why take your anger out on this vase? This was Mom's. Can't you even let me keep this one memento of her?
Paisley broke it. I didn't even touch that vase.
This was Mom's. How dare you?
I didn't break it. When you walked in, Paisley picked up the vase and smashed it on purpose. Then she knelt down to put on an act. Believe me or not, that's the truth. I've been framed. There's no surveillance. I have no way to prove my innocence. And besides, they wouldn't believe me anyway.
That's a lie. How could you be so vicious?
She's spoiled and weak. But I've done farm work since I was a kid. Fighting back is easy. This slap is for your darling brother. As for this slap, you know exactly who broke that vase. You know it well. This is for the mother who raised you for 20 years. Through it all, he didn't say a single word for me.
Enough. Clean up the shards. I'll find a professional this afternoon to see if it can be restored. We're all family. What's with all this fighting?
The farce finally ended with Paul playing peacemaker and sweeping it under the rug. Go nuclear? I'm not that naive. I won't go looking for more trouble. Living in the school dorms is actually quite nice. It's much more relaxing than Rose Mansion. Are you looking for Paisley? Paisley and I are at the same school, but in different departments.
I'm looking for you. Get in. Dad's taking you to try something new.
I'm not going. You also think I'm the one who broke that vase?
I don't. Paisley's always been spoiled by us since she was a child. Your mommer's death was a huge blow to her. These are just her usual hacks. She doesn't mean any harm. She's just a bit entitled. You've been wronged, so just take this. Since you're staying at the dorms, buy whatever you want.
But as I looked at the bank card in my hand, I suddenly felt completely disgusted. Paul has money, so to him, money can solve anything. I've been slandered and insulted, and just because I'm the elder sister, I'm expected to just keep taking it. In his eyes, a sheltered kid like me should forget every grievance for a little cash. But that's not me. I'm giving both these cards back to you. How about you go slap Paisley twice instead? See? Even you know that money can't buy everything. So there's no need to use money to appease me. To Paul, he has a son for producing an heir, and the pampered daughter he's raised for over 20 years. I, his long-lost biological daughter, am nothing more than a PR stunt to sell stories to the media. He called out once, but I didn't look back. He didn't call out a second time. I stared at the bug in silence for a long moment. I quietly packed up the food. I turned and left. I've seen Paisley's class schedule. She's in class all afternoon today. She only ever uses her own private dishes. This is my only chance to make a move. Such a brilliant scene. I wouldn't want to miss it.
Sienna.
How was it? Did you enjoy the protein just now? It was satisfying to watch her face the consequences. The cafeteria food left me scarred. I'm going to the school gate for some spicy soup. Out of curiosity, I followed everyone's gaze and looked over. It was Greg. A luxury car and a sharp suit. No wonder everyone stopped to look.
Wow.
Mr. Sutton, were you looking for me? Returning to being a normal student, facing Greg, I felt strangely intimidated. I was being extra polite.
Get in.
I wanted to refuse, but there were too many people watching, and I was afraid of causing a misunderstanding.
I want you to help me design a necklace.
With his net worth, plenty of top designers would jump at the chance. Why look for a student like me?
Many famous designers are too restless. Sometimes their inspiration isn't as good as a student's. You have a purer perspective, which might be better. This necklace is very important to me. During the process, I might offer a lot of input and ideas. Some well-established designers really mind that.
I'll take the job. This money is enough for me to live comfortably forever. Even if it's difficult, it's worth a shot. The comments have exposed everything about me. It's full of malicious speculation. Without a doubt, the one leading the charge must be Paisley. The more I explain, the more it sounds like an excuse. If I just ignore it, in a few days, everyone will forget. All my roommates were moved out, leaving just me. I'm stuck with random girls from other departments. No need to guess. This is Paisley's doing again. It turns out that often, money really can buy anything. No wonder she's so privileged. When she started, Father straight up donated 2 dorm buildings.
Ha ha ha.
I only took one look. I turned around and walked straight out. Passers-by were all staring at me crouching by the trash can. I bought a new set of daily supplies. From start to finish, I didn't say a single word to them.
Sawsack.
Those words were clearly meant for me. No classes this afternoon. I stayed in bed and slept peacefully all afternoon. They found the door locked from the inside. I just rolled over comfortably, too lazy to deal with them. The hallway has a semi-enclosed balcony. It's windy tonight. Let them stay out there for a while.
Students inside, open the door.
Sorry, ma'am. I have a cold and fell asleep. I didn't hear anything.
I shouldn't have tried to spite her.
The shops are all closed. Dorm inspections are strict. They'll have to sleep on bare bedboards tonight.
Sienna, you.
You threw my things out once. I threw yours back, so we're even. Ma'am. They threw all my belongings into the trash can earlier. I had no blanket, so I caught a cold and slept heavily.
No wonder there's so much bedding in the trash. It's just a roommate spat. Handle it yourselves. I'm going to check the other rooms.
Once she left, they had no choice but to suffer in silence. I was afraid looking at them would upset you, so I made sure to toss them far away. You probably won't be able to get them back. Moving all their stuff exhausted me for the entire afternoon.
You have to pay up.
Pay us back. Fine. I was worried you wouldn't bring that up. Let's do it. Let's talk about how much I owe. When I pulled this out of the trash, it was already torn.
This might even be a knockoff.
Why don't we call the police? We'll let them determine its value. And while we're at it, we can settle. What you owe me for damaging my things. They completely folded. They were the ones who suggested we call it even. I didn't push my luck, and I stopped giving them a hard time. Actually, the bag was already ruined. I was just trying to scare them. They're young. As soon as they heard about the money and the police, they straight up freaked out. They didn't have time to look into the truth. Since no one would help them switch beds, they had to tough it out for the night. I slept like a baby. While they were up all night, Greg was right. This job is definitely a tough one. Since I took on the design, we've been seeing each other almost every day. He always has an endless supply of design ideas, but he's incredibly mindful of boundaries. He gives me a heads up on everything. I can never find a single fault with him. He takes me to different restaurants just to keep things new and shiny for my creative process. Every time we meet, he brings a little gift to make up for all the time I spend on revisions. The gifts aren't expensive, but they're always thoughtful and timely. Even though he's demanding, I can't bring myself to dislike him. After spending so much time together, we've already grown much closer.
Thanks for your help.
I've slowly realized the Greg, who everyone says is ruthless, is actually very down to earth. He's kind and polite to everyone, nothing like the rumors. There are so many moments when I get the feeling that we're actually dating, but I quickly snap out of it. Greg and I could never happen. It's been a dry autumn, and I've developed a dry cough. He even took note of something that small.
It's handmade. It should work pretty well. Remember to take some when you get home.
His gifts always hit the mark, making it impossible to say no. Walking to the school gates, a crowd of onlookers suddenly gathered ahead. I didn't want to get involved, but I spotted her immediately. Paisley was in the middle of the crowd.
You're the scumbag.
He stayed silent the whole time. He just wanted to leave. But he was stopped over and over again.
Trash like you from the middle of nowhere just wants to leech off us to get ahead. You're truly shameless.
She's been spoiled since she was a child. The bigger the crowd, the more she acted out. Dad. A man who's been proud his whole life is now forcing himself to hold back tears. By blood, Paisley is his biological daughter.
I brought some fresh fruit from home. Your share has already been sent to your dorm. This portion is for Paisley.
He couldn't finish the sentence. The answer was obvious. Why can't you just talk things through? Insulting your biological father in public, are you even human?
Father? Nah, he's not my father. I only have one daddy. His name is Paul Harper. He never raised me a day in his life, and now he wants money from me? Does he even deserve it?
I didn't feel like arguing with her anymore. I just wanted to take Dad and leave this place. You haven't eaten yet, have you? The food here is good. Eat some more. Dad, did something happen at home?
Your mom is sick. It's late-stage liver cancer.
He worked multiple jobs and borrowed from every friend and relative. With nowhere left to turn, he finally thought of asking her for help.
I failed that girl. I brought her into this world but never raised her. I really couldn't bring myself to ask. But I didn't dare ask you for the money. You've only just returned to the Harper family. I was afraid it would affect your relationship with your true dad.
He was caught in a dilemma. He didn't want to be a burden to anyone, so he ended up suffering alone.
But Paisley is different. Mr. Harper dotes on her. She grew up in the Harper household. That's why I dared to try and ask for the loan. Once your mom's chemotherapy stabilizes, I'll pick up more shifts. I will definitely pay the money back.
But all his humility and hope only ended in a public humiliation. Late-stage liver cancer. I just can't accept this reality. It's okay, Dad. Stay at the hotel near the school for now. I'll get the money together tonight. We'll go home tomorrow to get Mom her treatment. I already returned the card Paul gave me. I can't come up with the medical fees on such short notice. After thinking it over, I called Greg. This was the first time I reached out to him.
What's up?
His low voice made me feel surprisingly safe. Can I get an advance on my design fees?
Send me your card number. It'll be there within 10 minutes.
Overwhelmed with emotion, I told him all about my troubles.
I'll drive you guys back tomorrow morning.
Early the next morning, he sent a message. I finished my leave request and was going to find Dad. I didn't expect him to be waiting at the school gate already. His car was at the hotel. He came here specifically to pick me up. But the moment he looked up at me, his boyishness completely vanished. His gaze was so piercing. Every time he looks at me, I feel like all my thoughts are being seen right through.
Let's go.
Dad sat in the luxury car, looking restless the whole way. He was full of unease. The aloof Greg was gone. Now he was gentle and approachable. After receiving favor after favor, my dad grew increasingly uneasy. Fortunately, Mom looks much better than I expected.
Could the family please empty the trash in the room?
Sure, I'll do it real quick. He didn't say much, but quietly helped me handle all the trouble. For the entire day, he set aside his status. He was just Greg, not the high and mighty Mr. Sutton. These trivial tasks he never would have touched before, he finished them all for me in silence.
Greg, do you like our Sienna?
Mom.
Yes? You have a sharp eye, ma'am.
No one followed up with more questions, but what everyone was thinking was written all over their faces. He was perfectly composed, while my parents were overjoyed. Only my ears were burning the whole time. Greg stayed at a hotel near the hospital. That night, we went out to dinner alone. It was a rare occasion. He came with me to my fave roadside barbecue joint from school. Back then, skewers were only $1 each. Even if you only ordered a few, the owner was still very friendly. Since returning to the Harper family, I've eaten countless delicacies, but something always felt missing. The shop was small and run down, a far cry from his world. He looked at the greasy tabletop and instinctively frowned, but he didn't say a word. I ordered a lot of beer. Barbecue without beer just lacks soul. We drank a lot that night. Looking at him there, I was momentarily dazed. I'd always think of him in a suit, looking cold and distant. In that quiet little shop, we talked about many secrets hidden deep in our hearts. I used to have a crush on the most handsome boy in class. I always thought he liked me back. Until I walked in on that scene, my crush that lasted all through my youth came to a complete end. I only realized later that those kind gestures weren't love. They were just casual, flirtatious signals.
Boys like that aren't right for you.
Then what kind of man is right for me?
Someone like me. I can take care of you.
I couldn't say a word. My heart was pounding in my ears.
I wanted to see your old high school.
We couldn't get through the gates. I stood outside with him, telling him about my high school days.
When you were in school, did you ever imagine someone confessing their feelings to you at the gate?
Of course. How could I not? What young girl hasn't dreamed of a romantic confession? I imagined someone confessing at the school gate, but they wouldn't ask me to be their girlfriend. They would ask me if the breeze is gentle today, if the sunset is romantic, or if the moonlight is beautiful. Youthful thoughts are childish yet romantic. I always felt that if you liked someone, you should share all the beautiful scenery together. After I finished speaking, Greg Sutton was silent for a long time. We looked at the school playground together.
Sienna.
Yeah?
So? Is the breeze gentle today? Is the sunset romantic? Is the moonlight tonight beautiful?
A childhood fantasy come true. And the one willing to be childish with me is Greg. My heart was racing so fast it felt like it would burst from my chest. At the moment we were about to cross that line, I left him behind and ran away. I stayed up all night. I turned that flash of inspiration into a complete design draft. It turns out I wasn't the only one who didn't sleep at all last night.
Take the rest of the payment and transfer to her account immediately. Your mother's chemotherapy is next week. I'll come pick you up then.
I thought after that night, things would be different. But for several days, he didn't come to see me at all. I couldn't help but wonder. Was his confession back then just to make my mom happy? I couldn't figure out what he was really thinking. Hope Driscoll asked me to go to the back entrance to get some things. We're on good terms, so I agreed. The moment I helped her up, I was completely shocked. I didn't know how badly they had beaten her. Her face was covered in blood and smeared with dirt. It was a horrifying sight. Our only thought was to get her medical attention, with no idea what would happen next. I never dreamed that a kind act would land me on the trending topics. It caused a massive stir, and public opinion exploded instantly. My identity was completely exposed. I was clearly trying to help, yet I became the aggressor in everyone's eyes. Luckily, Hope was there the whole time. She can testify for me.
You're the one who forced me to go with you that day to look for trouble with that girl. I didn't raise my hands once. I kept trying to stop you, but I couldn't.
She actually gave a false statement. We never even had beef. The reason she suddenly betrayed me is actually quite simple. I don't even have to guess. It's Paisley's doing again. Old scandals were dragged up along with it. Everyone started slandering me, saying I played multiple backers, and that my private life was a mess. Just by changing the camera angle, every kind gesture was twisted into evidence of assault. This entire thing, from beginning to end, was a carefully orchestrated setup. The story blew up all over the internet, and the university finally couldn't ignore it.
To protect the school's reputation, we suggest you withdraw voluntarily.
There's no way I'm agreeing to that. The degree I worked so hard for can't be ruined just like that by these lies, but that alley is so secluded, there's no surveillance at all. With no cameras, how on earth am I supposed to prove my innocence? The public backlash is spreading at a terrifying speed. The buzz hasn't died down at all. I have no choice but to go find Hope again.
It's okay. I'm here.
He's here. Someone finally stood up to back me up. Not long after we left the office, Greg led me back upstairs.
He called Paisley and Hope, along with everyone else involved. This is surveillance from the back door of the shop by the alley. It captures deep into the alleyway. Although the quality is average, it's enough to reveal the whole truth.
It was our oversight to wrongly accuse you. I'll release the video right now to clear your name.
No need. Before coming here, I already had someone upload the video. Since this happened, why didn't you tell me?
In what capacity? As a friend? Or as your business partner's daughter?
I'm sorry. I've been busy with this lately. I originally prepared this for a confession. People say romance should start with a bouquet of flowers. But I think we should start with this necklace. Sienna.
Yeah.
Wearing my necklace counts as a yes.
Other people get flowers and gifts when they date. But as Mr. Sutton's girlfriend, the gift package I received is anything but ordinary. Besides this high-end custom necklace, he also prepared a spectacular show for me.
Something big happened. It's a huge scandal. Paul went back to Rose Mansion suddenly this morning. Paisley was actually sleeping in Brian Harper's bed. It was absolutely scandalous. Paul went nuts on the spot. He started smashing everything in the house. Everything is broken. In the end, he straight up kicked Paisley out of the house.
Anyone would have lost it. Paul raised Paisley for over 20 years. Even if they aren't blood related, he's always seen her as his own daughter. The daughter he raised for 20 years having this kind of scandal with his son, how could he not be furious?
Get this, Brian had already tied the knot. His wife was his high school classmate. The wedding was low-key, so nobody knew. But Paisley knew exactly what was going on. The point is, the baby was just born. Yet those two actually did something so ridiculous. Paul was absolutely livid.
What happened after that?
Everything fell apart completely. Brian's wife found out everything. She was completely devastated. She insisted on a divorce. She forced Brian to walk away with nothing. Paul was straight up about it too. He agreed to the divorce on Brian's behalf. He gave his daughter-in-law and the newborn baby a huge settlement. As for Brian, his end was pretty miserable too. Paul took back every house under his name. He froze all his bank cards. He didn't completely disown him, but at least for the next year or two, he's done with her.
Paisley used to target me every chance she got. She messed with me on purpose. She was so arrogant. Now it seems she's getting exactly what she deserves. She brought this on herself. No wonder that before, no matter who was right, Brian always unconditionally played favorites and protected Paisley. Turns out they were hiding this kind of shameful, dirty relationship. All that playing favorites finally has an answer. Greg, how did you pull all this off?
At a cocktail party once, I happened to walk in on Paul's kids having an affair in the restroom. They just didn't see me. Lately, I've had my assistant monitor their movements. I found out they were both home this morning. So I called Paul and made up an excuse to get him to go home. It was that simple. Get ready. I'm taking you to dinner.
Mom's chemo went well a couple of days ago. Her condition is stable. To celebrate, he promised to take me for hot pot today. I've been feeling a bit run down lately, and my throat was inflamed. I drank herbal tea every day to get better. I begged him for days before he finally agreed to hot pot. Greg, how did you fall for me?
I don't know. If I had to say, maybe it was at that press conference. I saw your clear eyes on stage. But then you secretly pinched your thigh. Then, with tears in your eyes, you and Paul put on that tragic father-daughter reunion bit. I thought it was interesting. Anyway, after watching the show, I got rear-ended right after I left. I got out to check, and it was that same girl. The car didn't have a scratch. So I let her go. But then, within 2 blocks, she managed to rear-end me 3 times.
Well, if a normal person gets hit 3 times, shouldn't they be furious?
Yeah. I was pretty angry at first. But once I saw you, looking so panicked, my anger just vanished for some reason. I was thinking then that if I wifed up this girl, it would be pretty interesting. Though it might be hard on the car.
So I crash into you 3 times, and your car catches feelings? I guess I'm off the market thanks to my driving.
To be precise, it was your precision at rear-ending me. 3 times in 2 blocks, you found me every single time. Tell me that isn't fate.
That's because you were driving too slow. You were in my way. Plus, there weren't even scratches the first time. You didn't even make me pay.
If I'd made you pay then, what would you have used? The card Paul just gave you? It would have been gone before you even used it.
That's true. Wait, you recognized me back then?
I was standing in the back row at the press conference. I saw you pinch your own thigh. Pinched until your eyes turned red and the tears just started falling.
Just eat. If you mention that again, I'll dump your chili sauce.
Fine, I won't mention it. Tell me, was the drama between Paisley and Brian juicy enough for you?
Jenny sent me 10 voice notes. They were very descriptive. They say when Paul got home and opened the door, he saw what was happening. He was so mad he smashed his teacup. He had security drag Paisley out immediately.
Anyone would have lost it. His adopted daughter of 20 years, sleeping with his biological son. It's a total disgrace.
I just feel bad for Brian's wife, dealing with this right after giving birth.
Paul gave her 3 properties and 3% of the company's shares. He even paid all the child support up front. Raising the kid on her own is better than staying with Brian.
At least Paul did the right thing for once. By the way, how did you know to call Paul and tell him to go home? You knew they were home today?
My assistant was watching them. They've been hiding out at Rose Mansion lately, afraid to step outside. Paul's been living at the office. So I just made up an excuse about a collab to get Paul to go home for a document.
Mr. Sutton, you're truly devious. That was a smooth setup.
What? Scared?
Why would I be? It's not like you'd plot against me.
Yeah. I won't plot against you. I'll only protect you.
Smooth talker. Eat up. The tripe is overcooked.
When will this ever end? I never used to eat this kind of crap.
Stop complaining. If you hadn't insisted on causing drama, we wouldn't be in this mess.
You're blaming me? If Sienna hadn't popped in, I'd still be Dad's favorite. Being Miss Harper was always my birthright.
What's the use of talking about this? All my cards are frozen now. The houses in my name were seized too.
Brian, I have a way. We can get a lot of money.
What way? Don't go thinking of some crooked scheme again.
Isn't Dad's company negotiating that big project with the Suttons? The core confidential files are locked in his office drawer. If we steal the files and sell them to Mr. Brower, we can get at least $5 million.
No way. That's illegal. We'll go to prison if we're caught.
What are you afraid of? The office security cameras broke last week. Dad hasn't had time to fix them yet. We sneak in at midnight. No one will find out. Once we get the money, we bail. We can go abroad and live the good life. Do you really want to live in a dump like this for the rest of your life, eating instant noodles every day?
Are you sure no one will find out?
Absolutely no one. Once we get the money, we'll go to Southeast Asia and never come back. Sienna wants to take everything I have. I won't let her have her way.
Fine. Let's do this one job. High risk, high reward.
Sienna, you just wait.
What do you want?
About the bullying incident. I'm sorry. It was my fault. I shouldn't have taken Paisley's money to lie. Can you forgive me this once?
Forgive you? The whole school was gossiping about me. The dean was pressuring me to withdraw. When I was getting dragged online for days, why didn't you think about giving me a break then?
I know I was wrong. I really am sorry. The school gave me a major demerit. I've been expelled. My grad school admission was revoked. I've truly been punished.
You got what you deserved. Hope. That day, I was just trying to help, and you immediately turned the tables on me. This matter doesn't just blow over with an apology.
So what do you want from me? Do you want me to get on my knees and beg?
Don't bother. I don't have time for your little act. Just stay away from me. That's the best apology you can give.
I just saw Hope stopping you. Was she looking for trouble again?
She was apologizing, begging for forgiveness.
What did you say?
What else was there to say? I told her to stay gone. She should have thought about this when she was stabbing me in the back.
You're definitely standing your ground.
What choice do I have? Wait for her to screw me over again? Anyway, why are you here so early today? I thought we weren't meeting until this afternoon. To work on the draft?
I finished my work early. I'm taking you somewhere. The draft can wait.
Where are we going? Why the mystery?
You'll see when we get there.
This is it.
You mentioned before that you couldn't get a spot in the school studio, and that drawing in the dorm was too cramped, so I found you a place.
It's fully equipped.
Yeah. It's all top-of-the-line gear. Whatever designs you want to make. You won't need a factory. You can make the prototypes yourself.
Greg, this is too much.
It's not. For my girlfriend, nothing is too much.
Don't get handsy. Well, I'll pay the rent myself. Once the studio is profitable, I'll give you a cut.
Okay. Whatever you say. We'll do it your way.
This is great. Now I finally have my own place to work.
I'm glad you like it. Oh, and I rented the space next door, too. It can be a reception area and a showroom.
You're being too extravagant.
Just take your time. Your studio is going to keep growing. I believe in you.
By the way, for this necklace pendant, would a crescent look better?
Crescents are too common. Remember what you said about the wind, sunset, and moonlight? Incorporate all three.
You're right. Why didn't I think of that? A half-moon pendant, with wind textures on the edges, and a sunset-colored gem in the middle.
The chain could be thinner. It would look more delicate.
Mr. Sutton, it's a shame you aren't a designer. Dad, what are you doing here?
I was just passing by the building. Thought I'd come up and see you. Greg told me you started a studio. I came to see how the place looks.
Come in and sit down.
This is the fish maw soup the housekeeper made, along with some imported supplements. Your mom is weak after her chemo, so these are all good for her recovery.
You didn't have to go out of your way to bring these. I'm taking care of my mom.
Sienna, I know. I've let you down before. All that mess at home, I didn't handle it well. I put you through a lot.
It's in the past.
How can it be in the past? You're my own daughter. I was foolish before. I always thought because Paisley grew up with us, she was just a bit spoiled, but had a good heart. Now I realize that girl is no good. She even led Brian astray.
Brian is an adult. He has to take responsibility for his own choices. You can't blame anyone else.
That's true. I came today because I have something to discuss with you.
What is it?
About the company, I want you to join us and get familiar with the business. You know how it is. We can't count on your brother anymore. The company eventually will be handed over to you.
I studied jewelry design. I don't know anything about business.
You can learn if you don't know. Dad can teach you everything. You're much more on top of it than your brother. That guy is a lost cause. He doesn't know how to do anything except party.
We'll see. Right now, I still want to finish my studies first and focus on design. I don't have the energy for the business right now.
That's fine. Do whatever makes you happy. Dad won't force you. Oh, right. Do you have enough money? Dad will give you another card. Treat yourself.
No, thanks. I can make money from commissions. The design fee Greg paid me is enough to last me a while.
Fair enough. If anything happens, or if you're ever treated unfairly, you must tell Dad. Dad might not always have my act together, but I'm still your dad.
Dad, how can you kick me out? Why did you freeze all my cards?
You still have the nerve to show up? I'm being merciful enough by not breaking your legs.
It's you, isn't it? And Sienna, you turned Dad against me. You and Greg teamed up to ruin me.
You can eat whatever you want, but you can't say whatever you want. You and Brian ended up in the same bed. Don't tell me I'm the one who forced you.
Shut up! If you hadn't suddenly come back, the position of the Miss Harper would be mine. Greg would be mine too. Everything would be mine.
Greg is yours? You've barely even seen him, and you dare talk like that. Besides, I was always meant to be the Miss Harper. You've lived my life for over 20 years. Isn't that enough?
Enough! Paisley, get out of here. Don't ever harass Sienna again.
Dad, I'm the daughter you've raised for over 20 years. How can you treat me like this?
I raised you for over 20 years. Wasn't the life of luxury I gave you enough? You're the one who was never satisfied and did something so disgraceful. Just leave. Don't ever come back.
Sienna, you just wait. I won't let this go. The things I lost, I will take back with my own hands.
Oh. That girl. She's really becoming more immature by the day.
She won't let this go.
I doubt she can cause much trouble. Don't worry. I'll have someone keep an eye on her. I'll totally make sure she doesn't trouble you.
Okay.
I'm heading back to the office now. I still have a lot to handle. Remember to finish your soup. It's all for your recovery.
I will.
Paul is actually more sensible than before.
Why didn't you come out earlier?
You two were having a heart-to-heart. Why would I interrupt? But Paisley was making threats earlier. Be careful when you go out lately.
Am I supposed to be afraid of her? As long as she doesn't try me, it's fine. But if she really tries me, I'll block her last way out entirely.
I know you're tough. But you still need to be careful. I've already had my assistant follow her. They'll let us know immediately.
Sienna, I've talked it over with your dad. Once today's checkup is over, we're going back home.
Why go back home? Living in the city makes checkups more convenient.
Living in the city is expensive. No one's looking after the place back home. Besides, you still have school. I can't keep holding you back.
Don't worry about the expenses. I've got the money handled. Greg helped us. He booked the best specialist. Stay for a few more days of observation after the checkup.
Please stay as long as you need. Don't worry about the costs. I'm Sienna's boyfriend. It's only right that I take care of you.
Greg, please, sit down. I'm sorry for all the trouble. You're always running around for us.
It's no trouble at all. I had our housekeeper make some pigeon soup. You should have some later. It's good for your recovery.
Greg, how old are you?
Ma'am, I'm 27.
27 is a good age. Being 5 years older, you'll know how to look after Sienna. Our Sienna, she's always been very blunt, She can be a bit tactless sometimes. Please be patient with her.
Don't worry. That's exactly what I like about her.
Hey, I've come to visit.
Mr. Harper, what brings you here? Oh, please.
Don't call me Mr. Harper. That's way too formal. We're family. Just call me Paul.
I feel terrible about this. Making you come all this way.
Don't be silly. Sienna is my daughter, too. You two raised her for over 20 years. I can't thank you enough. Just focus on getting better. I've got the expenses covered. We'll use the best medicine and the best doctors.
Dad, keep your voice down. Don't startle my parents.
Right. I'll be careful.
Uncle, Aunt, I finally found you.
Nolan, what are you doing here?
I had some business at the hospital. My assistant saw my uncle's car, so I stopped by. Hello, everyone. Hi, Paul.
Nolan's here, too.
Auntie, you're amazing. You've got my uncle completely wrapped around your finger. He never used to care about stuff like this.
Stop being a smart mouth. By the way, have you seen Paisley lately?
I saw her once. She was handing out flyers outside the mall. Her makeup was a mess. She hid the moment she saw me. I heard she's borrowing money everywhere. She even went to see my dad, but he kicked her out.
She certainly knows how to adapt. Dad? Why are you calling so late?
Sienna, this is bad. The core confidential documents for the collaboration with the Sutton Group are missing.
What? When did they go missing?
Just this afternoon. I had them locked in my office drawer. They were gone by the time I left work. The office cameras broke last week and haven't been fixed yet. Security said they saw Paisley at the office this afternoon. I called her, but she isn't answering.
Chill. Keep it quiet and don't call the police. Greg and I will find a way.
Okay. Dad will listen to you. If those documents end up in our competitors' hands, our company is finished.
Don't worry, we'll get them back.
What's wrong? Something happened with Paul.
The confidential documents for our collaboration are missing. Paul suspects Brian stole them.
I expected as much. They're desperate right now. They must be trying to make some fast cash and bail.
So what do we do? If those documents are actually sold, the losses will be huge.
Chill. I already anticipated this move. The documents in Paul's office are fake. I swapped out the real ones a long time ago.
Fake? When did you swap them?
When I signed the letter of intent with Paul last time, I figured Brian might try something shady, so I had my assistant make a file with fake data and put it in the drawer. My assistant has the real ones.
You really think ahead. You scared the life out of me.
Now we just wait for them to take the bait. We'll see who they sell the documents to and catch them all in one fell swoop.
So, what do we do now?
Wait. I've already had someone keep an eye on Brian and Paisley. They're meeting a buyer tonight at an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town. We'll head over then and catch them in the act.
Fine, I'm coming too. I want to see them get caught with my own eyes.
All right. But you have to stay by my side. No wandering off.
I know.
The stuff is here. 5 million, and not a cent less.
What's the rush? Confirm the files are fine, and the money is yours.
Hurry up. We're finished if someone finds us.
It's a fake. You have the nerve to play us with fake documents?
Impossible. We personally stole them from Paul's office drawer. How could they be fake?
Of course they're fake. You're not worthy of touching the real documents.
Sienna, Greg, what are you doing here?
Stop talking nonsense. We were just taking a walk around here.
Taking a walk? With confidential company documents at an abandoned warehouse? Brian, before you steal something, can't you at least come up with a better excuse?
Impossible. I know I stole the real one. You swapped it beforehand, didn't you?
Of course. Like I just let you sell the real files and cause trouble for Paul and me?
Fine. You two teamed up to trick us. You're dead.
Stay back. Don't come any closer.
Hey, don't hit them too hard. The police will be here in a sec.
Sienna, if I'm going down, you're coming with me. I won't accept this. Why is it that the moment you return, you take everything from me? Why does Greg like you? Why?
Because I live my life with integrity. Because I'm not full of malice like you are. Paisley. Ending up like this today is entirely your own doing. You have no one else to blame.
Who called the police?
Well, how did it go? Did you get the files back? Did they catch them?
Don't worry, Dad. We caught them all. The files are safe too. Greg swapped out the real ones a long time ago. What they stole was a fake.
Phew. That really scared me. It's a good thing Greg was so thoughtful.
It was the least I could do. Since they're being charged with commercial theft, they'll be behind bars for a few years.
Sigh. They got what they deserved. Sienna, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have let you get dragged into this.
It's all in the past now. Just make sure the company's security is tighter from now on. Don't give them another chance to pull something like this.
I know. From now on, you're calling the shots at the company.
I'm not interested in running the company. You'll have to handle that yourself. I'm going to focus on my designs.
All right. You can do whatever you want. I'll always support you.
Finally, it's done. This client made me do 8 revisions, but they're finally satisfied.
Are you tired? Let me take you out for barbecue tonight. To celebrate you bagging this $1 million deal.
Really? I thought you said I was breaking out and wouldn't let me eat anything spicy.
I'll make an exception just this once. Oh, by the way, your parents are arriving this afternoon. I've already sent a driver to pick them up from the station.
Really? That's great. Mom said she was bringing me some peaches from the garden and her homemade pickles.
Yeah, let's have dinner at home tonight. There's one more thing I want to tell you.
What is it?
That necklace you designed last time, the Wind and Moonlight necklace, I had the factory make a collector's edition. It uses the finest moonstones and pink diamonds.
Wow. It looks even better than I imagined.
This necklace was always designed for you.
Greg.
Sienna, it's been a year since graduation. Your studio is on the right track. Your mom's condition is stable. And Paul's company is doing better than ever.
Yeah, everything is great.
So, have you thought about making things even better?
What do you mean, even better? Growing the business?
Marry me.
Why so sudden?
From the moment you rear-ended me 3 times in 2 blocks, I knew I wanted to keep you by my side. Then, now, and forever.
I will.
Good.
All the past twists, turns, and confrontations have finally settled into the warmth of daily life, becoming the most stable foundation for the years to come.